What's up, sales superstars? It's Matt Easton, sales coach to top performing sales reps all over the world and founder of EastonUniversity.com, the most effective sales coaching in the world. Well, hey, guess what? I'm psychic. You clicked on this video because you got a trade show coming up and you're like, yo, we spent a gajillion dollars on this trade show. I got to travel. I got to be away from my home. I might as well sell some stuff. You might as well crush your goals. I'm gonna show you right here, right now on this video, 5 of my top tips right from EastonUniversity.com, which will help you sell more at your upcoming trade show. And you're gonna notice, you're gonna be like, hey, what the heck? These are not the normal tips from those sales trainers. No, this is the stuff that actually closes deals. I don't teach garbage. I'm not going to teach you some stuff that doesn't work. I'm going to give you 5 things that if you do any combination of these 5, you're going to be the #1 selling person at the trade show. I guarantee you, I promise you. And if you do all of these 5, you're going to set some sort of sales record at this trade show. By the way, if you want to thank somebody for this video, you can thank me by smashing that like button, hitting subscribe to the channel. And if you're on EastonUniversity.com, thank Joanne. We call her JoJo on the live coaching. She's one of our favorite students. JoJo, what's up? Shout out. JoJo's got a trade show this weekend and she sent me an email. She's like, Coach, I've got a big trade show coming up. I want to dominate my competition. JoJo, it's Matt Easton. I've got you. Coach has got you. Let's go through these 5 things right from EastonUniversity.com right now. First thing you need to understand is you need to always have a sword and shield on your person at all times. At the trade show, you're like, what is he talking about? I got to bring weapons? I think the San Diego Convention Center has metal detectors. I'm not talking about weapons, okay? When I say sword and shield, I'll explain it here in a second. But here's what most unskillful sales reps do at trade shows. And I know because I used to be an unskillful sales rep many moons ago. We stand around with our hands in our pockets, or worse, they spend a lot of money for that furniture. Please don't sit on the furniture. You're literally sitting down. You look lazy, you look pathetic, you have 0 credibility, you don't look important. So if you're just standing around, hey, welcome. How are you doing? What brings you to San Diego? Right? You look pathetic. You have no power. I need to give you some tools right now that are going to make you look like you are running the show. Make you look like you're the person in charge. Make you look like the person that they want to talk to about getting information on your product, your service, your solution. Somebody that's in a hurry to help them and somebody that's at the highest possible level of authority. Okay, bonus with the sword and shield. As we all know, I like to call them trick-or-treaters. Every trade show has what is he talking about, trick-or-treaters? Are they dressed up in costumes? I don't know, maybe. But what a trick-or-treater is somebody that's coming into your booth that it's not an opportunity. It's not a lead. They just want the squishy bottle or the water bottle that you're giving away, or the little baggie that you're giving, or whatever your tchotchke gift is, right? That's a trick-or-treater. A lot of times they take up your time. And then you see a prospect that's actually looking to do something and you can't disengage with them. Sword and shield will help you with all of this. What is a sword and shield? Okay, this is a sword and shield. What? Super easy technology. Go buy yourself a Sharpie. I want you to actually use a Sharpie, not because Sharpie is paying me, but because when I write things down on my pad using a Sharpie, we can get that in for $50K. When I write things down using a Sharpie, it's very easy for the other person to see what I'm writing down. If you use a pen, or worse, a pencil, they're gonna be squinting. I've got bad eyesight. You wanna be using big, thick, black Sharpie, okay, so they can see. But here's the benefit of having a sword and shield, right? When somebody comes up, welcome, what can I get you information on? When you have things in your hand, when immediately I have this pen in my hand, I know it's crazy, right? I all of a sudden have all this power. Welcome, what can I get you information on? And I have a pen, I'm ready to take, hey, we need a software package for our company in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, what city are you in? We're in OKC. Awesome, OKC. Huge Thunder fan. So talk to me about how many users are you guys looking for right now? We're looking for 25 users. 25 users, perfect. That's gonna be our enterprise package. So what was your biggest reason for coming into the show today? Look at how I can use this sword and shield to literally direct the conversation. It's almost like having a little whiteboard on me at all times. and I've got authority and power. Let's say a trick-or-treater comes up. Welcome, welcome, what can I get you information on? Yeah, so I was just hoping to get one of those little squishy stress balls that you guys have. Awesome, hey, I'm right in the middle of something right now. That gentleman over there, Todd can help you out with the squishy balls. Welcome, what can I get you information on? You are literally in control. You look important. People are gonna think that you're running the show simply by having this in your hand. Another benefit, a third added benefit. When you're at a trade show, hopefully you're gonna be talking to hundreds of people every day. When you're using a sword and shield, you can take notes and you're able to keep track of that conversation. Trust me, I've been to thousands of trade shows, all right? When you're in the zone, when you're rocking, when you're rolling, if you're not taking notes, it's very easy to forget. And I'm telling you, you've talked to this person for 2 minutes and go, were they the Oklahoma City person or were they the Detroit, Michigan person? When you take notes of what they're saying, you're gonna be able to stay focused and you're not gonna mix them up with somebody else. The other thing you can do, well, tear this off, give it to your assistant, give it to marketing, or better yet, stick it in your bag for later, because we're gonna talk about being next step obsessed. But whatever you do from now on, tip number 1, do not hang around the sales floor, do not hang around the trade show without this in one hand and this in the other. You gotta go to the bathroom, carry one of these. You're standing around, carry one of these. You're talking to an associate in the booth, I hope you're not spending too much time talking to them, carry one of these. This is your most powerful tools at a trade show. Let's talk about tip number 2. Tip number 2, and some of you might have caught it a second ago when we were talking about the sword and shield because I used it like 3 or 4 times. You need an opening line, you need an opening statement other than, hi, what brings you to Atlanta this weekend? Are you enjoying the trade show? How about the weather outside? I wouldn't know because I've been locked up in this convention for 12 hours. You don't want any of that. You want an opening line that is powerful, that gets the conversation moving in the right direction. We didn't fly halfway across the country or halfway across the world to talk about the weather or how fun San Diego is or what's going on in football, okay? We're here to talk business. We're here to close deals. So your opening line to everybody, you're gonna make eye contact with them. You're gonna have a sword and shield in your hand. You're gonna say, welcome, what can I get you information on? Welcome, what can I get you information on? When I say, what can I get you information on? And listen to how I'm saying it. I'm not, what information can I get for you today? That is terrible. If you say that, you're not gonna close any deals. And don't tell anybody Matt Easton from Easton University told you to say that, okay? Matt Easton is telling you to say, welcome, what can I get you information on? See how light that was? Welcome, what can I get you information on? That's gonna be your opening line. You're gonna be shocked, trust me. You can reach out to me and go, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. They told me exactly what they wanted and why they were there. It's so much easier than how can I help you? What brings you in today? Garbage, don't say any of that. Welcome, what can I get you information on, okay? Tip number 3. All right, and these are right out of eastonuniversity.com. I'm gonna give you another question that you should be asking very early on in those conversations after, what can I get you information on? You wanna be saying, God, so we're looking for a new marketing agency to manage our social media. God, it's social media, perfect. What research have you done on us? What research have you done on us? So welcome, what can I get you information on? When I know that they're looking for social media, okay, and I've written that down in front of them, I can star it, I can circle. Welcome, what research have you done on us? What that does is it takes my credibility from here and goes way up here because we're the authority in social media advertising, right? What research have you done on us? Also, okay, I'm not a huge runner, but let's say you and I had to run a marathon. I don't even know how many miles that is. What is that, 20.2? I don't know. You can leave it in the comments that I got it wrong. It's not 20.2 miles. But let's just say it was, and we've got to win the marathon. Would you rather run the whole 20 plus miles, or would you rather just start at the finish line and step across? When you ask your prospects in the trade show booth, what research have you done on us? What you're doing is giving them an indicator to tell you exactly what they know about you. your company, your pricing, your services, your solutions, and you're gonna get a whole host of answers from, I don't know anything about you guys, I was just walking by the booth, to, my friend Dan Montgomery over at CLC Engineering, they use you guys for their social media campaign. I want what Dan has. I'm ready to sign up right now. Your customers at a trade show, they're as nervous as you are. They're as distracted as you are, right? The booth next door's got the song and dance people doing the Bruno Mars song over and over again till you never want to see. If you ever see Bruno Mars, you're going to punch him in the face because you had to listen to that stupid song 27 times. They're distracted by the Bruno Mars music too. So what research have you done on us refocuses everybody, it recalibrates them, and they're going to tell you exactly where they are. No wrong answer, by the way. If they don't know anything about you, at least you know that. But if they do and they're ready to go, remember this, your customers will answer the questions you ask them. So if you don't know if they're ready to buy and you start asking them all kinds of weird questions like what's your budget, all you're going to do is risk talking yourself out of the sale. So you want to make sure you're asking very, very early on, what research have you done on us? They're going to tell you how much they know. All right, tip number 4, y'all are like, dude, this is good stuff. Yeah, it's right from eastonuniversity.com. Of course it's good stuff. It's about to get even better. Let me show you how to close deals at the trade show. Most of you are gonna go to the trade show and you're like, hey, I didn't watch Matt Easton's video. I don't know how to close. And you're like, hey, do you guys wanna sign up? No. Okay, thanks. Right? If you don't have a close, especially at a trade show, remember, we got Bruno Mars, it's an imposter. It's a Bruno Mars imposter next door singing. We got all kinds of stuff going on, noise going off, there's demos going on over there. There's all kinds of distractions. We got to be really focused on our close, but we've got to be able to close people at this trade show in a way to where we're not burning through that opportunity. And if they're not ready to buy right now, we're setting a crystal clear next step so we can follow up with them after the trade show and close the deal. So whatever it is that you're selling, whether it's a solar solution or accounting software or a mobile app or social media, right? Let's say it's social media. I want you to ask them this question. Okay, this is how you're going to close every single deal. And do not let anybody leave your trade show booth without asking them this question. Does it make sense to blank? Does it make sense to have us run your social media campaign? Does it make sense to move your accounting over to us? Does it make sense to purchase the solar now? Whatever it is you want them to do, that's the blank. Purchase solar from you, have you run their social media campaign, have you do their hazardous materials consulting. Does it make sense to move your hazardous material consulting over to us? Does it make sense to blank? That's going to be your close. Trust me. And you guys a lot of you aren't going to have the courage to ask this. Please have a little Matt Easton from Easton University pop up on your shoulder and be like, dude, just ask the question. Does it make sense to have us run your social media, right? Notice when I ask, does it make sense? I'm not asking them to do anything. I'm asking them if they think it makes sense. Here's the other cool thing about that. I'm not saying, do you want us to run your social media? No. Why not, right? When I say, does it make sense to have us take over your social media campaign, I haven't asked you to do anything and I've asked you a timing question. Does it make sense is a timing question. If you say no to does it make sense, you're saying not right now. So listen to how great your follow-up is. Let's do it the wrong way. Hey, do you want us to run your social media? No. Why not? Versus, hey, does it make sense to have us take over your social media campaign? No, not right now. Got it. What's a good next step? Well, Linda, who's our CFO, is not here at the trade show. She's back in our Atlanta office. I need Linda to look at this on Monday. Perfect. Would you like to schedule a Zoom with myself, you and Linda? Yeah, that would be great. How about we do that for Sword and Shield, 10:30 Eastern on Monday. Does that work for you? Yeah, that works for me. Perfect. I'm going to send you over an email invite. What's the best email for you? It's Mark at dsl.com. Perfect, Mark. Awesome. So I'm going to send you that invite. You, I, and Linda are going to get together first thing Monday morning, 10:30 Eastern. You'll have the invite from me shortly here after the show. Fair enough? Cool. Hey, Mark, by the way, my mobile 720-660-3202. If anything comes up during the show or Linda's got any questions, feel free to reach out, call me, text me, whatever you need. Look forward to talking to you, Linda, on Monday. So when I ask, does it make sense to blank, and the person says no, it perfectly positions me to say, got it. What's a good next step? What's a good next step? Not what's the best next step, right? Notice there's a tone here. We're keeping everything's light. We're keeping them positive. What's a good next step? Okay. Let's say they go, I don't know. I want you to point the question back at yourself then at that point. Got it. Makes perfect sense. What's a good next step on my end? You're going to find there's an 86% chance. People love to boss other people around. They're going to tell you what to do. You know what? Call me Monday morning at 11 a.m. Perfect, I'll do that. What's a great number for you? Boom, boom, boom. What's a good next step on my end? Okay, so does it make sense to blank? If they say no, what's a good next step? If they say I don't know, say what's a good next step on my end? If they still say I don't know, I've got you. You're going to destroy your sales at this trade show. If they still say I don't know to what's a good next step on my end, I want you to just set a next step. Hey, makes perfect sense, Dan. I will call you Friday, 4:30 p.m. if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? You can put fair enough at the end of it. You're not being pushy. Okay? I gave him a chance to back out. Yeah, that actually sounds good. What's the best mobile number for you, Dan? Right? Boom, get their mobile and set that next step. You're setting a next step. Now, let's say they say yes. Okay? Hey, does it make sense to have us run your social media campaign? Yes. You're going to hear a lot of that when you use what I'm teaching you for the trade show. Does it make sense to have us run your social media campaign? Yes. Congratulations, you made a great decision. The next steps are bump, bump, bump. Maybe you've got some paperwork they need to do. Maybe they need to fill out an application. Maybe you need to screen them and check their credit. Do not ask for that as your, does it make sense to fill out the application? Ask for the end thing you want. And then when they agree to do the thing you want, say, congratulations, you made a great decision. The next steps are, that's Brad over there. He's in our account management. He's going to walk you through some questions over there on the iPad. We're going to get your account set up, and then we're going to assign an installation team. They're going to call you back no later than next Tuesday. Fair enough? Let me introduce you to Brad. Brad, this is Dan, our new client. He's going to be coming on board with a new social media campaign. Boom. And then guess what? You're detaching. And you're welcome, what can I get you information on? You're not stopping to take pictures and celebrate, I got a deal. Hey, Bruno Mars imposter, I closed a deal. I want you to move when you've got that mojo of closing deals on to the next deal, all right? Tip number 5, and I already basically covered this, but I need you to be NSO, next step obsessed. Now remember, I just told you to use the close. Does it make sense to blank with everybody? Everybody, even if they're like, hey, I just wanted a squishy ball. Awesome, here you go. Does it make sense to have us run your social media campaign? Ask them. Trust me, you ask everybody. No, not right now. Got it. What's a good next step then? Could you email me some literature? Absolutely, I can do that for you. What's the best email for you? It's dan@dsl.com. Perfect, Dan@DSL. I've now set a next step. Dan, I'm going to have that to you on Monday, no later than 4 p.m. Fair enough? Awesome, and I'm writing a note. Dan, DSL, literature, Monday. I've now set a next step. You have to be NSO at this trade show because although you're going to close a ton of deals, you're also going to have a ton of people that you're starting into your pipeline. You need to have set a next step that they know about because then I can email Dan on Monday and go, by the way, my 2 favorite words, as promised. Hey Dan, it's Matt Easton with Easton University. We met at the trade show in San Diego over the weekend. As promised, you want me to send some literature. I've attached a PDF with everything that you're looking for. Hey Dan, Matt Easton, founder of Easton University. We talked on Thursday. As promised, you wanted me to reach out to you. It's 11:30 a.m. calling to see if it makes sense to get your team access to the sales training. When you're NSO, when you set a next step, you can say as promised. People love as promised, and they're not going to put you in the box of every other dorky sales rep from the trade show that didn't set a next step that's spamming them. Clearly you've had a conversation and we have a mutually agreed upon next step because you're saying as promised, because you have a mutually agreed upon next step. Do these things, sword and shield. What can I get you information on? What research have you done on us? Does it make sense to blank? And set a next step. Write it down on your sword and shield, tear the piece of paper off, do whatever you have to do, put it in your laptop after the show, and follow through on those next steps. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University. I know you found this helpful. I hope you've already smashed that like button. I hope you subscribe to the channel. Give us a call over at Easton University. Anything you want to know, I'm here for you 100%. 800-628-1456, or head over to eastonuniversity.com and check out our sales coaching. It will change your life. Sales reps, managers, business owners, entrepreneurs, what I'm about to tell you, this is gonna hurt, but trust me, it will be well worth it. I want you to think back to that excitement you had when you first got started. Maybe it was your first day. You thought about all of the lives that you were gonna change with your amazing product, your business, your service, your solutions. And hey, let's be honest here, you were gonna make a lot of money in the process of helping people, helping businesses change their lives. But it didn't work out exactly that way, did it? If you're anything like me, if you're anything like most people in sales, you found it was just a little bit more difficult to close those deals than you thought, or maybe you're struggling right now. Now, I warned you, this is the part that's gonna hurt, but in order for this to work, you and I need to be honest with each other. I want you to think about all the reasons that you're not hitting your targets, all the reasons you're not making the sales that you had anticipated making. Is it the economy, your competition, your territory, your pricing? Maybe it's your manager, your product, your service, your solution. Here's the part that's gonna hurt. There's a 94% chance it is none of those, and it's time you face reality. The reason why you have to work so hard just to close a single deal has nothing to do with the economy, nothing to do with your competition, your territory, your manager, your product, your price, your service. The reason why it's so hard for you is you simply haven't learned a better sales process. But wait, you've had sales training from your company. Yeah, I did too. You've read some sales books. I read just about every single one of them. Or maybe you're saying to yourself, well, I was always born a salesperson. Nobody is born knowing how to sell more than they're born knowing how to speak Cantonese or fly an F-22 fighter jet. And by the way, the right sales process is a lot easier to learn than a language or flying an airplane, but you still have to learn it. My name is Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, and if you'll let me coach you, I can show you how to sell more than you've ever imagined without being pushy, without being manipulative, without following some super complex system where you spend more time trying to figure out what stage your deal is in than actually closing deals. If you will let me coach you, you will never, ever, ever, ever find yourself blaming the economy, your products, your price, your manager, your territory, your competition again, because you're gonna be in total control of the sales process and the outcomes. I've devoted my life to unlocking the perfect sales process, and I want to coach you the same way I've helped thousands of other people in the exact same position that you are right now sell a reported $3.47 billion, yeah, that's billion with a B, over the last 12 months. I've been where you're at right now. I know how to help you. I can show you in just a matter of minutes what will take you years of trial and error to learn on your own. Now, if you've made it this far, but you're saying to yourself, it can't be that simple, just trying a new sales process alone will not get me to where I want to go. I know exactly what you're feeling. I said those exact same things, and I was wrong. Having the right sales process changed absolutely everything for me. So I want you to do me and yourself this favor and spend just a minute or two over at eastonuniversity.com checking out what we've built. Now, if you spend a couple minutes and you decide that our coaching can't help you, it can't help you change everything about your career, everything about your life, no harm, no foul. You can continue to do things the way you're doing them right now. But just imagine, what if you head over to eastonuniversity.com right now and it connects with you? What if it is that simple? Suddenly everything starts to make sense and everything changes for you. Your career, your income, your goals, your company. You start heading in the direction you always thought you could. Isn't it worth taking a couple minutes and seeing if that might be the case? Easton University is more than a platform. It's more than live coaching with me. It's your future. and you and your future are worth it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you and I have met each other, and I look forward to seeing you over at eastonuniversity.com right now.